Hi, my name's Neil Butler and I'm Chief Designer and Managing Director of Impulse.
My name's Ian Stewart and I'm the Marketing Manager of Impulse.
Hi, my name's Peter McMullin. I'm the Manufacturing Director.
Hi, my name is Oscar Barrington. I am the Financial Director.
So, what is the product and where did it come from? Well, basically, 2 years ago I came up with this idea after my dad was recovering from a heart attack. He was then told after the heart attack to start to exercise and carry out an exercise program. To do this, he was also told to monitor closely his heart rate. So, to do this, he went out and bought a heart rate monitor. Now, all heart rate monitors currently on the market use a chest strap system, which picks up information from the heart using two sensors and then relays it to a watch unit which displays all the information. So I thought there's got to be another way of doing this. So I monitored people's exercise routines and training programs, and I noticed there's one thing in common. Everybody uses a water bottle. So this is where we came up with this idea in front of us today. The bottle has two sensors that are built into the grip. This then collects information and displays it on the top of the screen. So this bottle allows you to program in what heart rate you want to work at, and will identify and notify the user of what heart rate they're currently working at using a simple 3D lighting system, which will colour the bottle as you can see on your leaflets.
In order to establish that there is a space in the market for the product which we were designing, we constructed and distributed a survey. 90 people responded to the survey and 74% of those stated that they sometimes or never integrate heart rate information into their training programs.
The bottle itself will be made on a component by component basis in China. The total units which we'll be ordering will be 7,650.
We projected that the whole 7,650 units will be sold in the first year. We will make the product, we'll make each unit at £10.22 per unit. It costs to make 76,000 for the whole of the stock to be made. We forecast a net profit of £60,000.
In terms of marketing for the bottle, we would initially rely heavily on social networks such as Twitter and Facebook. Later in the year, we would progress to look at magazine and website adverts, and then depending on sales and progress of the bottle through the year, we would look at perhaps a celebrity endorsement or a professional runner to aid us in the campaign and research and development of the bottle.
You're starting with a base cost of £10.22.
Yes, yes.
Does that include the manufacture,
That's
your
including
shipping?
the manufacturing, the shipping and the postage.
And you're going to retail it for
assembly.
£20. Just run that by me again, please.
We're going to retail the product for £30 to the retailers, and we have a recommended retail price of £60 for them. And we will sell it on our own website for £60.
Right, I don't think you're going to get a recommended retail price from a retailer at that much markup.
What about if someone's wearing gloves?
Well, that's maybe something we could look into making gloves with the simple
Because I see a lot of
patches.
runners with gloves on, training gloves.
Yeah.
You know, because it's outdoors, it's cold quite often.
Well, the sensors, depending on obviously how thick the gloves are, then it would be the sensors may not pick it up. We could work in separate designs. It does leave like a room for like a range, like a winter one, which could have a glove built in and be part of the design.
Okay, so how have you protected it?
We haven't got any protection for it at the minute.
Okay, and in terms of your overheads and any own wages and what you guys got to live off in the meantime?
We will be predicting wages of about £60,000 for all four of us, which will be about £15 per person.
£60,000?
Yes.
15 each.
Yeah, 15 each, yeah.
Guys, if I could just ask you a bit more about pricing. Your unit cost is £10.22. You're selling it to the retailer for £30,
Yes.
with them to retail it at £60. You're actually giving your profit away to the retailer. They're getting more of the chunk than what you are.
This is just initially so we can get the product into the market. Obviously, we'll change that as like the product. Once the product gets out there and gets word, then we can start like adjusting that. But originally, just to get the product out there and onto the market and get people interested in it, and to get retailers like trust in the product, to show them that it does work and there is a want for it, then that's what we'd projected.
Okay, so it's for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
There is one more question I've got as well. With regards to, I like the bottle, I like the lights on it. I think that's a really good idea. How would you wash the bottle? Can you take the sensors off, or?
Well, the whole product will be water resistant, so it will be safe to. It's water resistant to 50 meters, so it will be safe to wash over in a sink or under a tap.
You say you're hoping to sell the first 7,000 in the first year.
Yeah.
What's your contingency plan if you don't?
Oh. Well, we're kind of confident in the product, so we're confident that we will actually meet the targets, especially with it being such a good markup for retailers and so on. So we haven't really thought about if we don't.
Okay, maybe you need to.
Yeah.
Well, there was 7,500 people on Sunday when I did the Liverpool half marathon. There was 7,500 people running that race.
Yeah.
You know, 25,000 people running the London Marathon. I think you could sell these units across the country in a year.
Yeah, I think it's very reasonable. We've not gone too far. I think it's quite a reasonable projection to sell. So.
I've run 1 marathon and 7 half marathons and do quite a bit of running and mountain biking and lots of other things. I think it's a great product. I think the markup for the retailer is probably about what most retailers expect, about 100% markup. And £60 for the product, knowing what I know about some really keen triathletes and runners, they would probably pay. A lot of runners do carry the drink in their hand as they run, as you say. A lot don't. I choose not to. And a lot of runners, you know, running less than sort of 6 or 7 miles in training don't necessarily carry water with them. But I think for the gym and other training environments, I think it is a great product. I think you've also got a good backstory, and I think your marketing plan with the social media, I think, you know, there is a very kind of niche community of triathletes and really keen long distance runners that I think you do need to tap into, as you said, through social media. There's some really very specific publications, Runner's World and all these kind of publications in order to get your product out there, and particularly with public relations. And I do work in the world of PR, and it is a bit ruthless sometimes, but you have a great backstory with your father.
Yeah.
And from a PR perspective, if you're prepared to do so, that would get your press release out there with that great backstory. So I think you've got a good product. I think all the comments that my colleagues have said are standard, but you've got a good product. Carry on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.